I'm wearing gloves today because I got cut, and I don't want shrimp juice swimming in my bloodstream. There's nothing better than a fresh, vibrant, and spicy tom yum. Sadly for much of Asian cuisine, freshness is a dying philosophy because modern restaurants like to compromise on quality to increase their margins. Fortunately for us though, we get to make better food by not shrimping out on the good stuff. Guts.
Ew.
When using processed ingredients in a tom yum, you take away its vibrance. So today I'm going to make a quick and easy tom yum that has come to be my favorite recipe. It's most important to start with shrimps that still have their heads and shells intact. The heads are essential to getting that creamy and complex flavor of the soup. I'm leaving the tail and the last segment of the shell. Using a toothpick or something similar, remove the shit.
These are pretty cool shots actually.
Yeah. Pretty cool shits.
You're a chef, right? You're a wizard. You're Balenciaga.
You are Balenciaga, Harry.
Guts.
Ew. Ew.
I also made some chicken stock earlier, which is just chicken bones and water. Guts. Nothing else.
Ew.
Scoop out scum. Scoopity scoop. Sear the shrimp heads and shells until they turn crispy orange. This will provide that addicting flavor. You could also use shrimp paste or fried chili paste, which is what restaurants do, but I find that it takes away from the freshness of this dish. Restaurants use it as a substitute for flavor, not as a complement, something I noticed while traveling in Bangkok last year. Not that I'm a better cook or anything, but most of the food I had there lacked the fresh aromas that Thai cuisine is known for. Dump this nutty and creamy pan of shrimp butter into the chicken stock before deglazing all the flavor from the bottom of the pan and adding that as well. We can already see how creamy the soup is becoming without any kind of milk or butter. Let this simmer for an hour. The essential 3 ingredients in tom yum are lemongrass, galangal, and lime leaves, without which it is not a tom yum. To release the flavors of lemongrass, you gotta pound it open. Roughly slice the galangal, which is basically Thai ginger. Then slice up some palm sugar as well. The palm sugar tastes like a cube of maple syrup sugarcane ginger fudge. It's quite good. And chop up all the Thai chili peppers you can get. If you're not in physical pain after having tom yum, you're not doing this right. Put all the aromatics into the stock along with some garlic and lime leaves. Then a bunch of oyster mushrooms. At this point we're gonna let it boil for 10 minutes. Don't let it boil for too long because the aromatics will start losing their flavor. Now turn off the heat completely. Let the shrimp cook in the residual heat of the soup. And then add in the Thai basil, fish sauce, and the juice of 4 limes. All of the saltiness comes from the fish sauce, so season accordingly. Taste it while you add the lime juice as well. I also wanted to make a chili pepper garnish, which is done by cutting up a chili and then putting it in cold water to let it spread out. But I wanted to take a shortcut and forgot it in the freezer.
Why is it spicy?
Now we have a tom yum so flavorful it almost looks like a curry. But little do they know, there is no curry. There is only tom and yum. Just here.
What is that?
Tomali.
Are you sure it's not